Hey, hello again. We are looking at my lathe. So Bantam cock. We saw me take off the rods. So now it's come time to make new bushes. So there's the rod with the bush pushed out, and there's the old bush. Now at some point this has tried turning in the rod. You can see the score marks. And likewise, this is worn very oval. So it's 3/8 up the middle, which is the important size. Obviously it's wide enough to pass through there and sit on the inside like a flange. So we are making all the new bushes out of cast iron. Everybody goes on about, I use bronze, but polys are cast iron axle boxes. A few club members have long running engines with cast iron bushes and boxes, and as long as they're well lubricated, like any bearing, after I think one of them's had cast on it for 30 years, done some heavy running, frequent heavy running, and shows no sign of wear. So we're going to go for cast iron. Pick up at 8, it's cheaper. Unfortunately, I can't find it in small sizes. We are left with decent sized hunks of it, but cast iron bushes. You see, we've already done the little ends, done both rods because I did a pair at the same time. So that's a new pin, the old nut, new pin, and a new bush in there. Now see the plain section in there. The old ones were bearing on thread. The thread had been cut all the way down, so they're bearing on thread. Now we're bearing on plain, a nice bearing surface. So we're going to keep turning this down until it gets to whatever size that is there. Because whatever size that is there is the outside of that flange, not a critical size, it's just got to be close. So probably some like coming up now. Okay, so that diameter is there, the outside of the bush. So next up is to do the, what do we call this part, the actual outside of the bush size. So it's 1/2 inch. So if we lock it there, drop that out, and I'm going to go up, because that was quite an easy press out, so I'm going to go up to like 502, that'll do, 503. Couple of thou interference, gives some error, so you can see it's not, like where it's worn, this is slightly going to be slightly oversized, and this was a nice push out. So if we go up a couple of thou, we should get an interference on that. So you can see how much we've got to come off. So that's what we'll do now. So we need to get the depth. So here's a little trick I like to do. Put that on there. If you come down them, you can't see through the invisibleness of my fingers and the bush, but you get the idea. I'm pointing that pointer at the edge of this when the flange is overlapping. It doesn't have to be that spot on at this stage. If need be, once it's down, if I've done it slightly too long, we just face the end down to length. So it doesn't have to be that close at the moment. So that looks about right there. So we'll touch it in, wind it backward, and that gives us a mark each time. Like I say, it doesn't have to be that quick because we can face it. So there's our mark, that's how deep the bearing is. Let's go. Right, now it's so close, what I'm going to do is back this off, reset the post to 90 degrees so I can get rid of that angle there. Because we're doing nice fine cuts, I shouldn't need the support. And it's about this time as well, you'll notice I've already bored the 3/8 hole up the middle and reamed it. There we go, nice fit there. So now we need to just adjust the length. Only minutely, now just need a little bit off the length. And then we'll go for parting. So we got there's the length nailed. So we're going to spin the tool post. Do it quick. Sweep it off the back because it's easier to get out. Right, so all we've got to do is get that depth there. So again, we use the old one as a template. We're going to bring it along. Now you can sit it in there like that. Or that way around, doesn't matter which. Wind it in till it touches. And you get so far it should stick it there. Like that, and you can feel across the end. Now that's not quite far enough, so we'll adjust it back on this one. There we go. Now I don't doubt there's probably more mathsy, measury ways of doing this, but I'm not good with maths. My day job requires me to count to 1 precisely. So just double checking this. And the flange depth comes out spot on. Make sure that's, and we'll check it again because I just moved everything. There we go. Cool. Here goes nothing. I'm going to catch it on that once we're in. Did the noise change? Bingo. Now what I need is that burr taking off where it just snapped off the parting tool. But there we go. So we'll take that burr off and try it. There we go, like a glove. All that remains is to get the oil hole drilled down through, of which I'm going to use the rod as the template and just drill through the existing oil hole. And then repeat process for the other side. I'm not going to show you them all, because all the bearings from here on out, all the bushes from here on out I should say, on the rods are nigh on identical. It only changes once we get to the valve linkages. That'll be the same process.